Yeah, we are in the midst of Welcome back to another episode of Stellaris, playing as the Illithids. I am Razakius. Thank you for joining. A little bit of time lapse because we are kind of in a rebuilding stage right now, but I felt like I had a few things to go through, so why not? We do have some resources here. I'm actually going to build up. I want to build this one, I believe, because it's 21. That's nice. So we want to definitely populate that. And it just got done with terraforming. So we're going to go ahead and build a colony ship out here. How's this one? 18. We can do 2 colony ships. So that's the first thing we want to do. We want to look around. We have a little bit of space, but not a ton for extra planets. It actually might not be a bad idea to create a sector at this point in time. We don't really have any sectors, so let's look at that. Planets and sectors. Create a new sector. What do we want for this sector to do? So just first of all, let's take a look at what we have. We have the central sector, which is our core. We have these two, so we could turn this northern area into a sector. See, this is the problem with my sections right now, is I have the central area, and I don't want to turn that into a sector. But we probably need to do something. Maybe I could turn these 3 into a sector. So let's do that. So we'll just roll up here to get that one. And then we'll give him the rest of these. And that one. It's a small sector, but it gets rid of a few planets off my plate. And then he can deal with that as he wishes. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So let's go ahead and close that. We are going to need a boss for this sector. So let's look at that. Assign a leader. We do not have any governors. What do we got? Clear blocker costs. We got building costs, building speed. We're going to do the research thing. So we're going to recruit him. There we go. And I'm just going to let them stay balanced. We did knock out all of our planets that we were holding on to from other civilizations, so they're not providing us with a mad amount of food anymore. So we have been working on building that up. Let's take a look at you. Where are you located? You're on the border, but really far south. We actually kind of don't care about you at all. I don't know why I upgraded this. We're gonna downgrade this. This one doesn't need to be upgraded. It's totally fine being fairly I guess we'll leave it. It probably doesn't need the shipyard. You, however, we do want to upgrade. We have 2 shipyards here. We want to create a missile battery and a hangar bay. And then here we have crew gestation chambers, which is good. We like that. Since we have 2 shipyards, we're going to put battle simulators here. Update. Because that gives starting experience to ships, and we like that. And then let's go ahead and defense that out. Sheesh. Defense that one out. So we have a shipyard here already. Let's go ahead and do those 2. I like to have a balanced amount of weaponry. And then we're going to do the crew gestation chambers, because this is on a really far point as well. We already have a sensor range. Just check out our neighbors. And that should do that. Let's go ahead and close those out. So we're going to build those two up. What other planets do we have that we might want to populate? Not that one. This one, perhaps. So that would be the first in the far south. Let's build a colony ship there. So let's take a look at... Well, actually, we should wait until... I was going to say, let's take a look at the future planner. One other thing that we did in between episodes was I went ahead... we are doing bad on energy credits at this point. I went ahead to Fleet Manager, and I did some rearranging. So I created this first response unit, which is just corvettes and destroyers. The purpose of this particular unit is to be able to get to the borders faster. And then I created the charging, or I changed the charging swarm to take those out, and I'm also limiting the amount of cruisers. It's going to be mostly battleships and destroyers instead. And then the howling swarm is my more balanced of what I've been doing previously. So we're leaving that as is. We do need electricity. That is going to be a problem for us if we don't do something about that. We need food as well. If you notice, we're at -19, so that is not good. So I've been working on building that up. Unfortunately, where is my construction ship? Unfortunately, part of the problem, I think, is that I let all this go into a sector, and they were producing electricity for me. So they now have screwed me over. Let's go ahead and... Wait, this one. Build a mining station there. So that's a 17. That was one of the worlds that actually was populated, but I have vanquished. So I'm just going to throw up the outpost there to gather the resources until I decide if I actually want to do something more with it long term. For now, I'm okay with not doing anything with it. -16. Getting good. I did upgrade this base at one point to add in the acquisitions area to make these produce more energy. So we're actually doing better than we would have otherwise, which I know is kind of weird. But I've been building so much lately that I think it caught up with me. Needs a citadel. Do I even have citadel? No. Yeah, kind of the negative of building sectors and why I don't particularly like it. And I think in the latest version, which I'm not playing on, they have actually removed sectors or changed them greatly. Part of the reason nobody likes sectors generally is because they do suck up resources in a bad way. And people don't like that. When are you guys going to be done? Looks like pretty soon. Maybe I should look into getting rid of some of these useless shipyards and star bases and stuff that we don't really need in order to do what we want to do. So let's take a look at our shipyards. This one's in the middle. This is home planet. I did change the concentration, like we said before, to be more of an electricity producing, so that's not a problem, that one. This one is kind of the outpost of the west. It's protecting the west. It does have a shipyard, 2 anchorages, 2 shipyards, 2 anchorages. We have a battle simulator and a crew gestation. We can't really upgrade right now. That's fine. We like that one. You are our extreme east outpost, protecting the borders. We are okay with you. And you're the extreme south. Well, not extreme south. I guess southeast. We also like you. Yeah, that's fine. This one is a problem child. I think we're going to get rid of the shipyard. We can leave the anchorage.
Complete.
I think I'm going to get rid of the gestation chambers as well.
Construction complete.
That was that one, so let's go to this one. So this one I also like. We've changed it into anchorage. We're okay with the shipyards. The weapons range I like. The docked ship, maybe I don't need that one. I'm not sure. And Geidel, extreme south, you are fine, my friend. Alright, let's look at the star bases. We have a bit more of those. You're producing energy like a madman. We like you. So this is a secondary this is basically tertiary to make sure they don't go past this point, but they have to get through this point first. This one's actually a better one than this one, but this one's more towards the border, so that's why we keep it there. We did throw a hyperlane registrar here to make it so that my ships go through faster. We have weapons range to make sure that they reach anything going around. We could probably get rid of the crew gestation. So we're going to dismantle that one. Guns, we need guns. This is my north upkeep station. And we're just going to leave that as is. It's actually not fully decked out and probably should be. This one, I really only have for these guys. Again, we can dismantle that. Save us a little electricity there. I'm okay with leaving it just in case these guys decide that they want to attack, which I think is unlikely. In fact, it might be worth attacking them. Vilv, I created during one of the previous wars because these guys were able to get far in, and this turned out to be a really nice juncture point because it stops them from joining up here, going to here. Like, it turned out to be a really nice juncture, and so that's why I'm leaving it. We have weapons range on it, and it's all about building a larger navy, so we're okay with that. This one we've already been through. This is my extreme west, which right now is anchorages, and gosh, that's just not that useful for the edge. We did put a listening post. We do have a crew gestation. I'm okay with the gestation. This one needs rework, but I don't think I'm going to do it right now. This one, you know what? I think I'm going to downgrade this one. We're going to use this one as a dismantle. Decline. Because, so as it is now, that saved us like 6 electricity a month, which I think was good. And then we have... Do we have our colony ships yet? Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and colonize physicists. And we are going to take... I think we're gonna do this. It's really hard to tell. I think we're gonna do this. Get that one rolling. Now that is gonna create a problem for us short term because those are gonna cost us a bit of electricity while we're growing them. But I think it's going to be a worthwhile investment. And you're building there. Where are you putting people? You're putting people there. I'm actually going to move you down here, buddy, and we're
Vessels
going to give
upgraded.
you... power plant looks like it's the only thing that we can really do, so we're going to do a power plant, because we need the power more than anything. We have a long time until no food becomes an issue. So I'm not really concerned with it, and we got some options building. I want to go down and take... Oh, we got another colony ship built, so this one was going to go all the way down here to Vivis, and finally put people out here. We got this one a long time ago. I think we're going to build on this location. Looks really good. It's surrounded by electricity and food. So we're going to do that. Get those guys going. Doing well. I am actually tempted to go against the Visivandia coalition. They are allied up with a couple here. Hafnar and Blessed Jusakian. Here's the Blessed Jusakian. Where's the Hafnar? The Gorf have been who I've been keeping my eye on. They seem the most likely sources of who to go against. And they have been at war with the Dar for quite a long time, actually. Now, the problem is my electricity is such that I can't really do anything to build my military fleet up higher. My military fleet needs to desperately be rebuilt. But we're not in a position yet. Let's take a look at the sector. So what I think I'm going to do... I want to make sure that they're positive on everything, and it looks like they are. But I want to make it so that sector is currently giving us half of their monthly credits for this. I want to take more than that. That puts us in the positive, so that puts us at plus 20. And I'm okay with that. I actually wouldn't mind giving them minerals in exchange for that, but I'm going to leave it as is. I think that works. Let's take a look at our technology research. Ooh, gonna get the plasma cannon really soon. We are working on battleship cost and speed and core systems. I think all of those will be super helpful for us. Long term, we could probably go back and actually change the electricity once we're in a better place for this sector so that they're not as screwed as they currently are. But the thing is, so sectors don't actually build their own ships. They don't fleet their own defense force or even star bases. So really, like, me taking their energy credits is my way of saying, hey, I'm paying for your defense. Give me the ability to do that defense. What do we want? I think we're going to go hyper shields. We could probably upgrade these. It's a thing we could do. Just to make sure they're all up to date. We do have the extra minerals. We just don't have the extra electricity for more troops. And actually, so I'm going to go into the fleet manager, and we're going to look at the Howling Swarm, which realistically is pretty small. So we're going to add a battleship to it. That way, whenever they get done upgrading, we're actually going to reinforce that battleship, and that should take us to a better place. A Gox raiding fleet has been detected approaching our borders. Intercepted communications indicate that they have been hired by a rivaling foreign power to attack our system. They are transmitting a message directed towards us in an open channel. So where are the Gox located at? They never come in the way that you'd think they would, though, so I don't think it matters entirely. They're coming from this way. Everybody's upgrading right now, but everybody's up there. So what I think I'm going to do is once Charging Swarm is upgraded, we're going to move them. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move them down anyway. It's going to take them forever, and they aren't the one upgrading right now, so I'm okay with this. Holy crap. We're at negative 19. I guess that whole idea of using that +2 electricity is not going to be a good one. Alright, I think this is going to be a good point to take a break. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe below. If you subscribe, make sure to ring the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.